The first season of the Hagada Holiness series has been sponsored by Mr. Leon Siboni in memory of his parents Mr. and Mrs. Rachamim and Estrella Siboni Zichronam Livracha, and for the Refuah Shalema of Mr. Isaac Ben Attar. Part 3. Avadim Hayinu. We were slaves to Paro in Egypt. The opening words of this passage spell out how utterly hopeless our condition was in Mitzrayim. We were slaves. There was no way that Israel could overcome the slavery in Egypt. Not only were the Israelites enslaved, but no slave had ever escaped from the country. We were slaves to Paro. Paro would never consider liberating the Israelites. The tyrant was strengthened by the astrological sign of the ram, which oversaw the land of Egypt. Avadim Hayinu leFaro beMitzrayim, in Egypt. Egypt was a land of impurity and idolatry, which deeply affected the Israelites who adopted Egypt's false gods. Bnei Israel then was not only politically enslaved, but unworthy of being redeemed by Hashem. Despite all these reasons, Hashem chose to ignore the sins and to increase His loving kindness. Vayotzienu Adonai Eloheinu misham. Hashem, our God, took us out from there. Therefore, by vanquishing Egypt's god, the ram, we were able to be set free. Beyad chazaka uvizroa netuya. He took us out with His mighty hand and with His outstretched arm. He did so with so many miracles. He could have liberated us in other simpler ways, such as moving Paro's heart so that he wanted to free them. By performing so many wonders and miracles, Hashem also inspired the Israelites to believe in Him. God also recognized that if He did not redeem the people of Israel immediately, they would have become so totally immersed in idolatry that it would have been impossible to redeem them. That is why the Haggadah tells us that if Hashem had not taken us out of Egypt, we and our children and our children's children would have been enslaved to Paro in Egypt. Ad hayom hazeh. Therefore, Hashem redeemed Bnei Israel as an act of grace and without any preparation or arousal from below, and not because we were worthy. In addition to all of this, Hashem gave us the greatest treasure of all, the Torah. There is no limit to the amount of praise and thanksgiving that we should express towards Hashem. Afilu chachamim. Even if we are wise, we are obligated to speak at length about Yetziat Mitzrayim. And whoever does so is praiseworthy. The story of the rabbis in Bnei Brak and Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, as related later on, are examples how even the wisest Torah scholars dwell at length on the story of Yetziat Mitzrayim. This passage mentions three types of people: the Chacham, who is the wise; Navon, the perceptive; and Yodea Torah, one who knows the Torah. Each is speaking about a different type of person. The Chacham is one who understands the origins of the Torah and that they are and come from Hashem. The Navon is one who understands the unfolding of the miracles and wonders which took place in Egypt. And the Yodea Torah is one who understands the nature of all things that were and will be. All of them are obligated to tell the story of the Exodus. We can also explain as follows. The Chacham is someone who studies Torah, Mishnah, and Jewish law. The Navon is one who can deduce matters through logic and contemplation. And lastly, the Yodea Torah is one who knows the practical laws. The Chacham must cease reading, and the Navon must stop analyzing in order to tell the story of the Exodus, to put it into practice.